What's up? It's your boy Dave for the Wild Signal 75. How you guys doing? Doing a follow-up to the Rosenheim case. The last video I put out. One of my subscribers, I appreciate because that gives me the energy to dig a little deeper. One of my subscribers, Lillian Margaret, she wanted to know, how did I get the info? Where did I get the story from? Where did I get the pictures at? And what happened is, it was kind of weird. It flipped me out. It was funny as hell also. So I had looked this up on the CIA website. I was just going through the CIA website, looking for things that I found interesting, things that might wow you guys, that wow me. And I found this on their website, and I'm like, wow, this is a cool document. It's marked secret. Says a sanitized copy approved for release in 2011. Has the NSA on there. I'm like, all right, let me check this out. And it was a Rosenheim case. And I'm like, wow, first time I ever heard of it. Really interesting. But I was thinking, man, I need some cool pictures or some more references on Poltergeist and stuff so I can be more well-read on this. So what I did, I went to my library and grabbed a Poltergeist book and was thumbing through it. And as soon as I flipped it over, I tripped out. First thing I seen right there was the list of the call sheet, the time she called, the phone numbers, the 0119 number. And I'm like, oh, shit. This is the same thing I just laid the vocals down for. I'm like, wait a minute. And I couldn't believe that I actually had these photos, this book with this case already in it in my library. I never cracked it open. It came from a series of books that I've been collecting for a while. It's some Time, Life, Mysteries of the Unknown, Mind Over Matter. Is one of them. I've been collecting these for a long time. I've been trying to get them all together, make sure I have all the whole series. And I just happened to go to it for reference material, and that case was in there. So I got the document from the CIA website, and I got the pictures, most of them, if not all, from right here in my own library. I had them right there, and it was a trip because it's the first thing I went through. I just started thumbing, not paying attention. It was kind of dark. I was grabbing the book to go to a lighted area in my room. And when I got to the lighted area, my thumb was on that phone, that call sheet. I'm like, whoa, this is, and there was nobody to tell. And I'm like, oh, but yeah. So thanks for your interest. That's how I came about the photos. I actually had them here in a book. The book was full of references to the case. I had no idea. But seems like this case was very well investigated by several different companies and people. And this case right here, after I got to look into it for a second time, it had its doubters. It had people thinking that it was fake, proving that they had, or trying to prove that they were using nylon strings to pull the lights and stuff like this to fake the poltergeist activity. And then there was other ones that said, hey, police officers was right there on site when a chest of drawers that were really heavy, that men had to move back in place, moved on his own, and police officers seen things. Electricians and physicists out of the Max Planck Institute, they seen stuff. And one of the physicists that seen stuff that was pretty cool, his name is Dr. Krager. So Dr. Krager, he's a German physicist out of the Max Planck Institute for Physics. They're known for some of their fundamental research in natural sciences. And Dr. Krager, he's done paraphysical studies. They've taken them all around the world. Now, I like him. He believes that it's proof of spontaneous telekinesis, and he believes this case can prove spontaneous telekinesis. But one of the cool things he also believes is that the soul, or the spirit, it survives after death. It exists on an astral plane or somewhere else, another dimension, but he believes that the soul, and I like the way he puts it, the I, we all know what the I is, the us, the ghost that drives the machine, the spirit. As I try to tell my son what the soul is, think of it as the image that floats away from Tom and Jerry, from Tom when he gets killed in the cartoons. That spirit, he believes that exists on some type of another plane. And this is a physicist, you know, a highly regarded physicist. And when he looked into this case, he believed it proved spontaneous telekinesis. So I think he's pretty dope. And Hans Bender, a German lecturer, he looked into this case. He looked into it. He found things there that was like, you know what, it couldn't be reproduced. You know, they tried different things. One of the photos I used is of a picture. The actual photo is of a picture. It was a painting that rotated, I believe it was 120 degrees or something like that. And that is the actual picture of the painting that did that. They have videotape of this case. I believe the case was from 1967 to 68. They have videotape of this picture moving on its own and stuff. They have videotape of the lights swinging and swaying, and they have more than multiple witnesses. So this is just a little quick follow-up. of how I got some of the stuff on there. And this case was very, very, very interesting. And I found more about her. You know, it goes on to say that as soon as she left the Adams office where she was working at on sick leave, she never did return. The reported disturbances ceased, but the poltergeist, if such it was, continued to dog her footsteps. It was blamed whenever anything went awry in her subsequent jobs and for upsetting the electrical system at a bowling alley that she visited with her fiancé, thus ending the engagement, and it finally left her. The poltergeist, or the weird phenomenon, it finally left her only after she married another man and had a child. So that's Annmarie Schneider of the Rosenheim case. And I had these photos in the book already here. Had no idea. Downloaded that from the CIA website, read on it, decided that I wanted to be more well-read on Poltergeist, and happened to pick a book in my secondhand store library when I be dogging down books looking for shit, and happened to go in there, reach in there, and that's where it was. Thumbed it right out, first try, tripped me out. So that's where I got the photos from. But you can go ahead and look online, look under the Rosenheim Poltergeist, look under Annmarie Schneider, look under her name, look under stuff like that, look under Hans Gruber, Rosenheim case. I'll try to put some links right here in the description of it. No try, I will. And just wanted to do a quick follow-up on that. So you guys go ahead and check it out. It was originally came from an NSA document, but it is a well-investigated case. You're going to find this doubters, I guess, if they've only doubted like the light swaying and the other silly stuff, but what the physicist said is that it seemed to be some unnatural force that physics couldn't explain. You know, so go ahead and check it out. Look into it for yourself. I appreciate your time, and I definitely appreciate your interest. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. I'm out.